To higher tier Theatre of Blood gear. Let's get this going. Start off with the low tier. Low tier gear. This set is going to cost you about 200 bill because you've got the TOB and the Tectonic pet. So we've pretty much either got the Cursed set or the Vesta set for your meal. We got the whip, and then we've got the range. The range TOB. So this is just Morrigans, Vestas, and Zuriels, and then we got the maid switch. So hopefully by now you have the ornament kits, the round rim pouch, which is very easy to get. If not, you can just use the normal Fury or the Fury OR, Amulet of Glory, Eternal. But this is pretty much the setup you're going to want. You don't need too many pots and food because, you know, you should be able to do the raids without taking any damage if you do it right. If you're not doing it right, it's going to be a bit hard to complete the raid whether you have 20 brews or not, because you take a lot of damage if you make any mistakes. Medium tier, so we've got the meal, pretty much the same set, the range, same set, and the magic we've upgraded to the ancestral. This setup is about 350 to 400 bill, pretty much just because of the ancestral now. This stuff you get with your first raid anyway, and then you can keep it and glitch it back into the raid, so you don't need to pick up another one. So this one, we've got the anti-venom as well. Pretty much that is just for tanking the venoms if you make a mistake during the second last boss. The next setup will be the higher tier and then my setup. We now have the higher tier Theatre of Blood gear. So this gear is pretty much anywhere from 800 bill to 1.5 chill, depending on which Slayer helm you have. So if you just have the fused, it's about a 1.5 chill setup. If you had just a colored Slayer helm, it's about an 800 bill setup. So we have the same range and mage, but this time we have the Scythe of Vita, which is your best in slot meal wep until you get the blood scythe. Same weapon specs. We got the anti-venom. Unless you have the fused Slayer helm, you do not need the anti-venom, but if you have the cleared Slayer helm or the regular Slayer helm, then you will need it. Pretty much the same setup. We got the Devout Boots for the prayer regen, Swift Gloves for the range, and the Brimstone for the Tribrid. All amulets, and your best in slot cape, which could be the Tok'el Cull or the Comp Cape if you have that. My max raid setup. So I have the Blood Slayer helm, which is pretty much just the fused Slayer helm. I've got the full Tecton, I've got the Dawnbringer, the Rain switch, Scythe of Vita, and the Mage switch. I also do have my Enchanted Boots Eye, Gloves Eye, and Enchanted Heart, which you can unlock by going to the Enchanted chest at home, located just over here. And armor for the gloves and boots. Gloves and boots. Very rare chance of getting them. I got super lucky with mine. And then you have the miscellaneous. And then you have the cosmetics, the capes, the trinkets and tools, which is where you'll find the heart, and also the weapons. And these are just some other upgrades you can do. Some have a very rare chance, some have a higher chance. The location of it, Theatre of Blood, is down here at the Librarian. 1 in 12, congratulations, just over the drop rate. And you click Theatre of Blood normal. We're going to start ours and I'll teach you how to do those. The first boss you're going to be fighting is the Maiden. This one you're just going to want to use the Scythe, pray magic, as you cannot use curses. And you just want to hit and move. This one drops pools of blood. If you stand on those, it spawns spawn and moves around the map and can have a chance of damaging you. So when you're soloing, you got to wait until 80% HP. And you're only going to be able to get one side, unfortunately. If you're doing, you can get both sides. 70%, sorry. So at 70%, you're going to want to just freeze one side. When you're in a duo, you can do both sides. But as I'm soloing, I can only do the one side. So it is going to heal up a bit of HP, but not as much as if I miss them all. So just make sure you do kill the ones you can. Jump back on the boss and get ready for the next wave. Make sure you maintain hitting while moving, and you can dump a spec. Even while killing the minions, you have to hit and move. That's the pools there. If you do stand on one, it spawns a spawn, just like that, blood spawn, and it leaves the trail. Now if you stand on those, it damages you each tick, as well as healing the boss. So if you're in a team of 5, you really don't want to spawn too many of these because it will stuff up your whole team. The next spawns will be at 50%. So you want to hit those and make sure you keep moving. As you saw, that spool just came down. And another one, I landed on that one that time. And the boss will heal again as I am in a solo, but you just got to keep grinding, keep on it. The final wave of healers will be at 30%. And you just want to kill those once again. If you do need to, you can be using Blood Barrage. You can freeze the blood spawns to heal off those as well, but because I have the comp cape, I have a chance at healing. So when I kill 4, I pretty much heal full HP and full prayer. The comp cape is similar to the blood cape, and when it has a chance at killing something, you have a chance at healing full HP and full prayer. So it's a very good cape, and it does help you maintain throughout the raid. And that is the first boss completed. If you haven't noticed already, TOB is nowhere near as AFK as Cox. Every single boss you have to be moving and paying full attention. Make sure you check the loot pile. I didn't even check, so lucky I didn't get a single drop from it. So, on to the next boss. Next boss is the Bloat. You want to camp prey range, and pretty much you want to stay opposite of him. When he's on this side, you want to be up. When he's east, you want to be west. North, south, west, east. So you just want to be opposite him, pretty much just walking around this until he falls, which doesn't take too long. Just running back and forth. Sometimes he does turn, so don't turn the corner too quickly. Make sure you wait until he actually fully turns, because your team will flame you out if you take the damage. You'll damage the whole team, not just yourself, punishing your whole crew. There we go, it's dropping. So now you want to put on your party spec. In this phase you can only hit 4 times before he jumps back up. So 2, 3 and 4. Make sure you do not stay here when he comes up, because he'll hit you twice and the tick damage. I'll show you that now. That's the type of damage you get hit by, and that hits your whole team around you. So if your team is next to you, you're going to be killing them and potentially get them killed. So this location here, he's just turned the corner, is actually a safe spot. So you can sit here and keep autoing until he starts moving, which I'll show you in a second. This will be my 4th hit. So he will be getting up. I won't take any damage when he gets up, and I can hit once more if I click him and move back. So it's very nice. Once they turn the corner and if he falls, you can hit him. You can also do this, which I'm doing is corner stalling. So once he turns the corner, you can hit him. Make sure you wait until he does turn the corner. Click before you hit if you don't have good ping, and that will stop you taking any damage while going around. He's fallen. Too bad he didn't turn the corner, so 4 hits. If you die in a TOB as a solo, you get kicked out of the raid. If your whole team dies, you get kicked out of the raid. So you need to have one person in the boss room at all times for you not to be kicked. So it's high risk, high reward. Well, semi-high reward. The drops from this minigame is kind of trash at the moment, unless he's buffed them. But if you can efficiently do them and take no deaths, which you will learn after a while, it's not hard. Once you learn each boss and you have the gear for it, it's very easy. Second boss killed, very easy. Make sure you check the pile. Doesn't look like anything. You don't want to miss a pet or something if it drops to the floor for some reason. Make sure you check those piles. Third boss, this one's extremely hard as a solo in the gear I use. So a weapon you can bring is a blow pipe to take out the rangers, but you pretty much want to stack up the mages so you can barrage them and get all your HP back. And you pretty much just want to just survive. This, yeah, as I said, it's a pretty hard boss to do solo. As a team, you can take, as a team of 3, which is optimal for this one, you can just take a style each. But if you let the mages stack up and pray mage, you can barrage them and get your HP back from the rangers and meal that damage you. Alright, as you can see, I did take a lot of damage in a solo. It is a very annoying boss to do solo, but once you're here, make sure you change your gear before you attack. Your gear and prayer before you attack. Maintain your prayer first, and then you can switch your gear. If you're not good at switching, just make sure you put your weapon and prayer on. If you hit it on the wrong style, you will instantly kill yourself. If you hit it off style, it will rebound and kill you. So as you can see, range is range, you pray range and you only use range. Silver is meal, you pray meal and only use meal. Blue is mage and you only use mage. Very easy boss, just switches between the 3 and just make sure you change your gear, you know, change gear throughout and get that shit done. Third boss completed. Didn't get heal unfortunately, so we will have to eat up. And this boss, this is annoying as shit. If you're new to the TOB, you just want to range it because getting in the meal distance is a bit scary. But it changes attack styles, same as the last boss, which I'll show you in a second. Artero is a range, and Magico, or whatever it says, is a magic. So you can just click through and it will take you straight through. You want to hit and move because it throws this venom and it bounces. Okay, that sucks that it really just went there. So we want to just keep moving through. This is where you can mess up and you need the anti-venom, and there's the Magia. So it's Magia and Artero for the mage. So if you stand on this without the fused helm, you get venomed. So that's where you're going to want the anti-venom pot. But if you have the fuse, you're fine. So you just want to keep hitting and moving. Usually by the time you do the full circle, the ones in your way are cleared. So you can just keep moving like that. And you just want to keep hitting and moving. Long boss, 4.7k HP, so it is a bit of an annoying one. It's like the Vasa. Never AFK. The most annoying boss completed. I took so much damage because I was like watching a stream. But anyway. This is where you want to collect the Dawnbringer staff, unless you smuggled it in by wearing it while you enter. You want to put on your full mage set. Make sure you're using the Dawnbringer. You can't do it with the Trident or Stomp or anything else. You just want to hit it. Oh fuck, I could be dead. You want to stand in the middle pillar. I almost just messed that up by standing here. But this thing can hit 119, so pretty much one hit you no matter what. So you just want to stand here and hit it. The pillars can only take 4 hits each. You want to run while the hit is in the air. So I'll show you that in a second. This is number 3. And one more. So move now. If you move too early, it's going to hit you and you're going to die. Make sure you're in the middle. And you're good to go. And this second pillar, you want to either move... Well, I usually like running east, but I just don't want to do it this time to show you an example. But if you go to the back pillar, you can't actually see it hitting. So you can't see the damage. So I'm hoping I do get it this one, but I don't think I've got enough damage, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to try predict when it's shooting and make a run for it. So it's hitting now. So should be about now. I'm going to brew up just in case I need a tank. Perfect. So now I just want to kill this one. So you've only got 6 pillars to kill it, and if you're using the Trident of the Swamp, there's almost no way you're going to do it. First phase is now over. You pretty much just want to hit and move. You can meal this phase, which is good. You can do more damage. So you just want to hit and move. Start by praying range, because this boss does use the Artaro and Mage switch. So you want to hit and move because it does do bombs. And they hit like 60s. So you also want to kill these because they're just annoying. You can kill them with any phase. You don't need to use the range meal or mage. And you just want to hit and move. This one's super easy. Doesn't use any attacks this one. Third phase it will. So just make sure you kill the crabs, because they will stuff you up on the last phase. And there's getting hit by a bomb. Only a 45 that time. Very lucky. And another one. So I could have just died if I didn't prove. So we're very lucky. So make sure you just hit and move and don't mess up like myself. So every now and then she has a chance of spawning the healers. Don't even bother with them. They literally heal 50 HP each. Like, it's nothing. It's 150 HP. That's like 2 scythe hits. Yeah, just not worth it. Phase 3. This is where you're gonna have to use range. And you can either run it like I am now. Gotta kill that. So yeah, you can either run it like this, or just sit there and tank it like I will be doing, because I don't want to run it. So make sure you wait until it ranges, and then you meal. So it does do the mage animation, but you meal range. As you can see, there's 2 0 0 0. You gotta be quite quick with it and get ready for the mage. So hit, mage, very easy. And this is all this phase is, just switching back and forth between meal and range, or meal and range. So now that it's on 20% HP, that's when you want to start running it, because it does spawn a cyclone and you can just keep the prayer on. I did mess up a few, that's why I'm so low, and holy shit, just got on top of me somehow. But you can just run it back and forth like this, because the tornado only moves one square like that, and you just run it to this side. 94, very nice hit. You just run it back. You can outrun the tornado, so it's not hard at all. Just hit and move like you have been the whole raid, and done. Your TOB has been completed. That was an extremely rough raid for me, but in my excuse, I haven't done a raid in probably 6 months, so good luck me. Never lucky. 30 minutes that one took me, and 366th raid. You're now TOB ready. Good luck, and I wish you all the best loot.